Hi, folks. This is your MWIS fleeting view for the week ahead. Storm Floris is well in place on Monday morning. Extensive cloud across most areas with heavy rain on those western coasts and patchy rain pretty much everywhere further east. Only those southernmost areas, South Snowdonia, Brecon Beacons, escaping the heaviest rain. And it's windy too. Expect morning winds reaching 50 to 60 miles an hour across many areas, tending to be higher on the Scottish tops. As the day goes, persistent rain drifts east across most mountain areas, and through the morning, expect rain, and winds will begin to strengthen as the morning goes, risk reaching up to 90 miles an hour on the highest Munros of Scotland. However, as the front tends to slip east, there will be plenty of sunshine breaking out. This is going to extensively reach across northern England, increasingly the southern uplands, Wales as well into the later afternoon, and winds starting to reduce somewhat in Wales, possibly 40 miles an hour later in the day over the high tops. Scotland struggling to clear, especially the northwest in terms of rain, and the northeast experiencing those strongest winds all the way into evening. Winds probably easing to around 50 miles an hour during maximum gusts over the high tops. Starting fairly warm in the morning as well, we can expect 10 to 11 degrees, but as this cold front sweeps to the east, many high areas are going to see temperatures drop to 6 or 7 degrees, of course, feeling much cooler in the wind. Monday night into Tuesday, the winds continue easing, but they will still be quite strong much of the day on Tuesday. Expect winds over the high tops reaching around 40 miles an hour in southern areas, up to 50 miles an hour in north areas, possibly over the Munros, particularly northeast Scotland for a time. Tuesday morning as well brings plenty of showers onto the west coast of North England and Scotland, this being typical of behind a cold front. Some patchy cloud around the high tops more inland, I should say quite cloudy on the west coasts in the morning, but that patchy cloud tending to clear as the day goes for many clear hills. The high Munros in Scotland, particularly west of Central Highlands, those may struggle to clear the tops, but as the day goes, increasingly clear and mostly dry by the evening as high pressure does tend to build in. But when things are open to that westerly breeze in Scotland, it's going to be a challenge to clear the tops. High temperatures probably staying in the high single digits on the high Munros, maybe 10 or 11 degrees in much of England and Wales. A settling trend continues on Wednesday. Still some showers onto the northwest of Scotland and just generally western areas seeing more cloud, but those starting to isolate to the higher slopes in the morning. Eastern areas, tops will be capped in the morning, similar on the high tops of England and Wales. But again, as the day goes, these will tend to clear under a ridge of high pressure for generally a fine day for many. Around Wales, the winds will have calmed quite a bit. We can expect high winds of around maybe 15, 20 miles an hour on the highest tops of Wales. Similar 15, 20 miles an hour, many central mountains over the Munros, 20 or 25 miles an hour. However, as the day goes on Wednesday, some frontal systems are trying to push their way in, so cloud is going to reform on those western coasts, primarily Scotland and Wales, covering the tops and gradually extending downslope, lowest in the west, as is usual in these westerly breezes. And by the time we get to evening, rain has approached western Scotland. Not so much rain in England and Wales or even southern Scotland, but cloud is starting to fill in on these areas as well, only those lower slopes tending to avoid cloud. Now, just a brief look later into the week, some uncertainty as to how this is going to play out, but another area of low pressure lingering to the northwest of Scotland is going to bring more rain onto those west and northwestern areas, tending to be more patchy in the east, though it may be more extensive for a time, and quite cloudy in this as well, with cloud reaching across most higher slopes down to some middle slopes, and more patchy in the south, but again, west coasts will struggle to clear these kind of situations. Now, how far south this is going to go remains uncertain. Some models want to keep southern areas more clear, meaning that Wales and central areas of England may be drier, always wettest on the west, but there is that chance that rain will drift south. Many mountains probably not clearing actually on Thursday. The lower of the high slopes may clear, Peak District, lower dales, but most high tops will probably stay in cloud, most broken cloud in the eastern areas. And then similarly on Friday, brief break, but the westernmost mountains struggling to see dry conditions and clearing of their cloud. And this new low pressure system remains uncertain at this point how much that's going to do. So I think we'll leave it there for now. Difficult start to the week, but tending to improve with time. As always, keep updated with the details on the website and our socials. That is the story for now. Thank you as always for watching.